The Punisher has now been added to Spider-Man Brand New Day. I am losing my mind. I can't believe this is real. Although I got a lot of questions, man. So that's exactly what I'll be doing here for you guys. I'll be breaking down the latest official announcement for Spider-Man Brand New Day that yes, Jon Bernthal, Frank Castle has joined Tom Holland in Spider-Man 4, what this could mean, speculating in theory, because we're starting to get more pieces of the puzzle on what's happening in Spider-Man 4, and I think I got an idea of what we're getting now, guys. But this won't just be about my opinion. I need you guys to sound off below. Is this in addition to the movie that gets you excited? Are you confused? Because there is a good chunk of the internet right now not pleased with this. Who would have guessed, right? So I was just sitting at my computer getting some work done for the channel when out of nowhere, my phone started buzzing like crazy, and it was because The Hollywood Reporter had put out an article officially announcing Jon Bernthal joins Tom Holland in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And again, this isn't a rumor, a scoop, this is an official announcement. Frank Castle, the Punisher, is now gonna be alongside Spider-Man in the movie. I am so happy. A lot of you might know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. That's not going to change. But when it comes to me actually reading comics, because I tend to do that every now and then, I think it's safe to say, aside from Spider-Man, Punisher is the one character I've read the most comics for. Frank Castle has always been such an intriguing, great character, and a lot of his stuff, particularly the Punisher Max series by Garth Ennis, was always so digestible for me and very enjoyable. Jon Bernthal as the Punisher has also been one of my favorite Marvel characters all the way back to Daredevil season 2 on Netflix. When I rewatched that season in preparation of Born Again, man, I just fell in love with this Punisher all over again, and I was of course happy to see him in Daredevil Born Again, but never did I expect for them to actually put him in the movies, especially before Daredevil. Yes, I know we got him in No Way Home, but he didn't even get to suit up in his costume. So Punisher and Spider-Man side by side, that's something I love too, because I love anytime Spider-Man and Punisher interact in the comics. They've had a good amount of history from their first appearance together, where the Punisher was tricked by the Jackal into thinking Spider-Man was a menace, so he hunts him down. No idea if that'll be an actual plot device, though, that they'll use for Spider-Man 4, but anytime you have two heroes meeting in a film, there's usually a moment where they tussle each other, and I want to see them tussle. But I also love the shot of him carrying Spider-Man in Civil War. That was one of my favorite moments in that comic. And whatever they have planned for Spider-Man and Punisher in this film, I am so down to see. I have a couple of theories, but let's get on to another big thing that was also revealed. Then we'll get on to more Punisher stuff. The Hollywood Reporter also mentions that Zendaya and Jacob Batalon, who portray MJ and Ned, are going to be making appearances in this movie. They're just not set to have large roles, which that makes sense. They're for sure going to undo that spell one way or another, and they'll just be hinted at probably living their lives and Spider-Man wishing he could be a part of that friendship again, only for them to probably be bigger characters in Spider-Man 5 and 6. Cool, but we also have to talk about the other elephant in the room. Not too long ago, I made a video where a reliable source, the Nexus Point, said that the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, will also be playing a substantial role into this movie, and I cannot believe, out of all the crazy Spider-Man rumors we've heard, from multiverse, ground level, don't forget the one story we heard that Mephisto would be the bad guy, Ghost Rider would be a guest star. Like, literally, you guys have known, we have heard every rumor about Spider-Man 4, and the one that ended up becoming true was first brought to us by John Roca and Jeff Snyder in January, where he said,
I got the okay to go with this, so from the person who gave me this information. What I hear from one of my sources, this is not just some PA on the set, this is someone who is connected in the business. He told me that the plan for Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, was Spider-Man fighting the Hulk with the Punisher. Marvel wants to move away from the intelligent Hulk that we saw in the Avengers movies and make him much more of the a brutish Hulk, the violent Hulk, the rage Hulk. That seems to be the approach they want to go in.
And now with the Punisher officially announced, and Nexus Point, who I will admit it's not official yet, we still have to classify the Hulk casting as a rumor, but I trust them so much as a source. To me, it's official. It looks like that's the story with they're going for Spider-Man Brand New Day. That Spider-Man and Punisher in a street level story, and they'll eventually have to fight off against the Hulk. Now, I think there's a lot more important details, details, but that'll essentially be something that goes down in this movie. I know as of right now that doesn't sound exactly appealing, and after coming from No Way Home where we had a big multiverse event, that might seem underwhelming, but let me cook with the details we do got. Everything I'm about to say, other than what I've mentioned, is speculation from little bits and pieces of other reliable sources, but this is what I put together now from the plot and everything that we've gotten for Spider-Man 4. Thanks to the Cosmic Circus, that I think is also another reliable source, but they've been wrong from time to time. They've been really hinting at us that we will be seeing some sort of ninja clan in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They've gone as far as to say that they've seen some concept art of these villains in the movie. They speculate it might be Silver Samurai with an adamantium suit, and adamantium was just introduced into the universe, so maybe, but that's their speculation. To me, I'm more ending up believing that these ninja criminals will be part of Mr. Negative's gang. That was another rumor that we had heard about Spider-Man Brand New Day, that they're trying to cast an antagonistic role and they need an Asian actor for that. With Feast being prominently shown in Spider-Man No Way Home and Tom Holland probably needing a job or something, or just honoring the memory of his Aunt May who worked there, I can pretty much bet we will be getting the video game version of Mr. Negative who runs Feast, but also has some nefarious things going on under the surface. I think he will be someone who's trying to get the criminal empire under his control for New York now that Wilson Fisk is mayor and that criminal underground element is open. Now, because Spider-Man isn't the only vigilante running around New York City, Frank Castle will probably also take it upon himself to try and get rid of some of Mr. Negative's ninja assassins that are causing havoc and doing all these criminal activities. But that's a big speculation and leap because we still have no idea what happens in John Bernthal's Punisher special look. I was already excited for that 40 to 50 minute special on Disney Plus, but now I am beyond excited as that'll very much set us up for his role in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Last we saw him is he was someone captured by Wilson Fisk, but it looks like he'll be able to escape thanks to the post-credit scene. But getting back to it, well, Punisher has a very specific way of going after criminals and dealing with that problem, and I think it's going to be a way that Spider-Man isn't all too happy with. So there could be some conflict that arises there. Now, how does the Hulk jump in? I have no idea, but I do believe if Mr. Negative is the villain, he will ultimately use his abilities of being able to bring out negative emotions, manipulating and controlling them, and that's how we'll get Savage Hulk back, because I am so sick of Smart Hulk. And with Mr. Negative kind of puppeteering this, that's how we'll then get the battle of Hulk versus Spider-Man and the Punisher. Now, how is the Punisher gonna stand 2 seconds with the Hulk? Not sure.
No. Wait. Wait.
That's for sure the thing a lot of people are laughing at, because he's not going to last long, but Frank Castle is a very smart, strategic person. This is where the movie could really highlight some of his abilities, because I don't want to say he's like Batman, because he's not as smart, but when it comes to combat and tactics and going after enemies, he in a weird way sometimes is like Batman. And that's a side of Frank Castle I hope they showcase, because they're not going to be able to really showcase his R-rated super violent side. I'm sure they'll push the envelope a little bit, and I can't wait to see that, because so far Frank Castle has been very violent and bloody. So this will be kind of the first time we'll see an R-rated character be toned down. I thought Deadpool would have been the first one, but no, Frank Castle will be. So that's kind of like the basic idea of how I envision Spider-Man 4 right now. I could be completely off, and we could find out tomorrow the Hulk isn't in the movie at all and it's only the Punisher. But right now, with the idea that the Punisher is officially there, reliable sources telling us about the Hulk, theorizing that Mr. Negative will be the villain, that's how I see this movie playing out, and I think that could be cool. All I know is the Punisher being included just signifies this is a street level story. This ain't no multiverse nonsense. And I just think that's the better way to go. Hopefully they still find a way though to focus on Peter Parker, what he's been up to, what his life is like. Remember those rumors we had heard that the movie was going to really mirror Robert Pattinson's Batman, where he's kind of given up being Peter and he's solely focused on being Spider-Man more than himself. I kind of hope those elements remain in here and that he remembers to balance out both sides of his life. Anyways, guys, that is everything going on with Spider-Man 4. I'd love to hear your guys' speculation and theories on it. Are you happy John Bernthal's Punisher is coming in? This is such a great full circle moment too, because I believe John Bernthal and Tom Holland, when they first auditioned for the MCU, they auditioned together. And right now they're currently making Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and now they're about to jump into Spider-Man. That is so cool. Let me hear your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.